What's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Barrers Batch podcast. Today we're doing a two-in-one feature. We have Telusu Kadha and then Dude. So I had the displeasure of watching both of these back-to-back rods one day after another. I think Sai at least got his trauma spaced out. So yeah, you're lucky for that one. Anyways, what we'll do is we'll give a little synopsis of each movie. If you haven't heard of it, if you don't know what it's about, we'll talk about it and then what we liked and what we didn't like. So we're starting with Dude, right?
Yeah, we can start, dude.
Okay. So Dude synopsis is, I mean, this isn't really a spoiler, you'll find out, but it's essentially about Pradeep
We are spoiling though,
Ranganathan.
right? Like we're just
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah,
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 eventually,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, eventually. So Pradeep Ranganathan and then Mamita Baiju. Actually, we'll just spoil it because it's on OTT.
yeah.
It
It's been
hasn't come
out
out. Like, yeah.
for a while.
So Mamita Baiju and then Pradeep are cousins, and Mamita's dad is a really big politician played by I forget his name.
Sharath Kumar. Sharath
Okay,
Kumar.
Sharth
Yeah,
Kumar.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I was
really
thinking
powerful.
Supreme Star because his tag
Yeah,
was Supreme Star Sharath Kumar. I was like, yeah.
yeah. I don't know when they kept that, but I don't really follow keep up with him. But
No, in the movie, and dude, like when they introduce him, it says Supreme Star and then his name. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. No, I wonder if that's a
crazy.
tag that he's had that we just don't know about
Yeah,
because we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
really watch his
They
shit.
probably did. He probably has, yeah.
Yeah. So his daughter is Mamita, and she's cousins with Pradeep, and she falls in love with Pradeep, proposes to him. He says no, but then later he starts developing feelings, but she's already with the guy her dad doesn't approve of. So the rest of the movie is how Pradeep overcomes his feelings for his own cousin and then how he gets her and her boyfriend together, which in itself should tell you what the movie's gonna be like. Like that itself should tell you why it's ass. But let's get into what we liked and what we didn't like. I
Yeah.
liked the music. Like the music was good. Saya Bianca music usually sounds like AI generated instruments. Most of his discography is awful from what I've heard, but the Boom Boom song is actually pretty good. And he just spams that throughout the movie, like Taman did with OG. So I like the music. I think Pradeep's acting is pretty good. Like he's he always plays these over the top, like coked out characters, right? And I think he's fun to watch. And he's actually the character, like his intentions were stupid. He was a huge simp, but I found his character to be the only one that I was rooting for the whole movie. I wasn't rooting for anyone else in that fucking movie, but he was good in it. He was entertaining to watch, and then Saya Bianca actually helped the movie retain any value. Those are the only positives I had.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't like the movie at all, but I wouldn't say I hated it though. I just didn't like it. Um, yeah, the music was definitely a positive for me. I like that song too, the Urum Blood. And then the BGM is basically just that song repeated over and over again in like different versions throughout the whole
Mhm.
movie, which is fine, whatever. And then with Pradeep, like, I mean, I'll talk about it like in the negatives, but like, I feel like it's getting a little too much now of like the kind of stuff that he does acting wise. It worked in Love Today for me, and even in Dragon, I was like, okay, it's starting to get a little extra. And then I feel like in Dude, he just went like crazy with all his like antics that he does. So it personally like I'm starting to get over it for with him. I think he needs to really improve or do something different because the past three films are basically almost similar in terms of like the vibe and what the films are about. But yeah, so music is really the only positive I have. I mean, there's really nothing in this movie that is great. I can't even point to one scene that's good. Like, oh, this is a great scene. It just everything was just meh to bad, in my opinion. But yeah, we can talk about this stuff later. I don't know if Ankit has any other positives that we didn't mention yet.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, I think overall, like the movie is pretty like the same things you had to say. Like I like the music, the BGM, and then I think there's some comedy scenes that was pretty funny, but it was mostly just Pradeep, like himself, like all the other characters, like he plays off of them, but they're not like so great themselves. So it's mostly like just him and his character. So I like those scenes, but when it gets serious, like that's when it stops.
Yeah. Sarth Kumar I thought was also really good. Surprise, surprise, there's a twist that he what kills like he has like a trust dedicated to his sister, right? And we think like, oh, what a loving guy, because she fell into a well, and he killed her because she wanted to marry a lower caste guy. That actually surprised me when I saw it. I didn't see that coming. I thought it'd be like a full comedy movie, but him being evil, like Sarth Kumar was actually kind of fun to watch. He had some like moments here and there. He was the only one that I felt like really gave a shit about the movie. But like he was fine. I mean, he wasn't really used as a villain to be honest. He was menacing at times, but that one his twist scene, and he was like, "Oh, I'm also playing a prank." Like I like that. I thought that was good. And then climax I actually liked because I like movies like that where the hero doesn't necessarily get the girl. Right? I mean, I still think it ended abruptly, but he walks away. He doesn't get Mamita. I mean, he gets someone else, but he doesn't get her at least and walks away. So that's like one good part. Because in Arya too, he gets her. Right? He gets her. In this one, he doesn't get her. He unites them and then dips. So that's one positive, I guess.
Yeah. Honestly, I have nothing else. We can move on to negatives if you guys have nothing else.
Yeah. Sure. We'll go to negatives. I feel like so many of these characters behave like fucking idiots, dude. Mamita is like a child the whole movie. Like how do you not realize you're making a yari papa of this dude? And her boyfriend, oh my God, dude, that guy is so frustrating to watch. He's not funny. He like ruins every scene he's in, and he has no value. And I think the whole concept of like her proposing, him falling in love again, it's so unbelievable. It's like every emotion in this movie feels manufactured. Even their stupid love story at the end, like who the fuck is that girl? Right? Like, what do you mean he loves her all of a sudden? Like he wants to marry her? Like what bullshit? Everything is so fake.
Yeah, dude. I mean, starting from the whole concept of like cousins and being in love, right? Like what the fuck? Like why are we still doing that? It's crazy that Pradeep, who's been making very like you could say like not woke, but like kind of like progressive kind of films, like with Love Today and like Dragon and stuff, like the new age kind of films, right? It's crazy that he's making shit like this now, which is like, why did you even accept that? Like, why was it that could have been changed? You could have just said they're childhood friends and called it like a day, right? Like, why'd you have to make? I guess they had the whole family angle and then killing the sister bullshit, right? So they had to make it a family thing, but I don't know, like that whole concept alone from the start, I was like, I'm off. I'm not connected with this at all. Like this is so dumb. And then later on, as we're going, like even with Sharath Kumar's character, it just made no sense. Like he was shown as a comedy guy, like he's making jokes with all these people, like, oh, I'm a chill father and all that. And when you do show the killing and the caste issue, and then like showing him actually kill the sister and stuff, it's also like shown in such a whatever kind of way. Like it's not really shown in a menacing way. Like I never really saw him as like this evil dude. Like him being a chill father, that came across pretty well, I think. Like he did a good job at that. But the menacing part of it, I don't think it came across. And you never really were scared by I never was really scared by him. I was like, all right, whatever. Like he's just a comedy dude. Like that they really hit that home. Yeah, the characters were stupid, dude. The lover or the third guy, the second guy, was the worst character, like by
Easily.
far. Like how
Easily.
first of all, how the fuck did she even fall for him? Like that's ridiculous, first of all. Um, and their whole like this whole second half, especially, I thought was just getting worse and worse and worse, like as it went on. Like they move in together after getting married. And then like all that bullshit with the family still believing that they're married and all that, like it was so unrealistic that it just you weren't even connected to it by the time that stuff happens. But when it does happen, you're just so far disconnected from what's going on. Yeah, that those are like my biggest like negatives. Like that's why I didn't like the film at all. Like I thought it was such a letdown.
Can you not say how did she fall for him as if Pradeep Ranganathan is some prize, some
Dude, at least
stud?
he has a brain of some sorts. Like he's at least
Yeah,
a nice
yeah.
guy. This dude is
No, I
straight
mean,
up an idiot.
no, actually agree with your point. I think Cousin, they did it to cause controversy to get people to theaters because it could have been her childhood friend. Him killing, like Sarth Kumar killing his sister doesn't fucking matter if they're cousins or not. And like it never gets brought up as taboo in the movie. Like Ankit said this, like, oh, go to mention Jadu. Y'all are cousins. Like everyone actually encourages this the marriage around them. They shame him for saying no. And only part that makes sense is his mom hating Sarth Kumar. But that doesn't even matter because his mom is so irrelevant. She just blows the shit out in the climax. So they didn't need to be cousins. I know Pradeep Ranganathan is like a dude that thrives off controversy. I feel like he kept that in there for purpose because he knows it'll create discussion because they don't even address it. They don't fucking address it. So bullshit, it's important to the story.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. Like in this day and age, I mean, come on.
Yeah. And there was no need. It was just it literally adds nothing to the story. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, you
And then
can
yeah,
go.
at the end too of him just finding a different girl, so
Yeah.
convenient. Just like, oh, it's like one of those like, wait, how do we end this? Oh, okay, let's just do this, and then throw it at the people's faces.
It would
Like
have been better if
that's
he just
literally the
left.
type of ending. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just left it at like, okay, like she moved on, I'm moving on, boom, the movie's done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ending was really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they could even done like a Bungaram in the end where like BK runs into like another hero and like they could even showed something like that. But I think one of my biggest is like there's so many points of the movie where it took itself so seriously when A, it's a comedy movie and B, like the logic and everything else is like so wonky that we're not supposed to really connect with. And also a lot of these characters like we're not really buying the chemistry. Like the love angle between the two people, love angle between Pradeep and her. And it's like when the movie stops being a comedy and starts being like taking itself really seriously, I thought like just didn't work at all, like completely.
What was the point of Neha Shetty and like Satya? Like she never even told him why she dumped his ass.
Yeah, that I guess
So
it was for comedy purpose, but it was not funny.
it was just yeah, I mean that made no sense too. Like it just felt like they randomly had her in the movie and that was like an extra I
And
don't
they
know.
had to they connected it by saying that she gave them the visa or something like that, right? Or like gave him a job or something like that. Her husband, Satya, gave him a job or
Yeah.
something.
But they didn't even go, so
Yeah, they
didn't
didn't even
matter.
go. Yeah, it
And
was
that
just
too, I think what like, oh, she can't get pregnant ever again. Like, what is this bullshit plot? Like, just making it contrived as possible. Let's throw a baby in there. Like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah. And then yeah, the whole like birth scene and then like all that stuff too. I was like, dude, by that point I was so checked out. I actually saw this movie in two sittings because like I think I got to about the midway point and I was like, all right, this is kind of boost. And then as I kept going in the second half, I was like, damn, this is so bad. But yeah, it took me two sittings to finish this movie, dude. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, our bodies part through Telusu Kadha, and this wasn't as bad. So I was
Oh
like,
God.
yeah, yeah. So
We're about to get to the worst one. Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah, this movie though, I mean, if we were all like probably local, we probably would have gone to the theater for like both of these maybe, and I probably would have been more pissed if we did that. But I think like we got to see it at home and on OTT, so it's like whatever. But yeah, it was a waste of time, dude.
I mean, dude was fine. Like I mean, fine as in like I thought it was bad, but once again, like it's just a stupid movie. Like I don't think there's anything in there that's like, oh my God, like it's just dumb. It's a stupid movie where literally there's no stakes, there's no odds, nothing matter. But I don't think it's offensive as people claim it is. Also like this slapping the heroines shit. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's another thing. Like, how is this a scene in 2025? Um, just dumb shit. So yeah, just an outdated, stupid movie where they're just glorifying like the hero's actions, but he's also an idiot. He himself is also an idiot. Why is he doing all this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that they tried to pull the sympathy angle, but you don't sympathize with him because any sane person would think that this guy's an idiot.
yeah, like, bro, she's not worth it. She's not
Yeah.
worth any of this. She's brain like she herself is just awful.
Yeah. And we already got a better version of this movie. Even that movie's not anything great, but Arya 2 is like miles better than this movie.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
like any way you look at it, music, acting, comedy, anything, it's a lot better. But
Yeah.
yeah, they tried they tried something new, I guess, because they took this one to marriage this time. Arya 2 obviously didn't go that far as to have like a kid also. But that's also insane, dude. You're in this like stupid situation and you decide to get this girl pregnant. Like what kind of a like are you shouldn't your main focus be like how do we get out of this situation? How do we like escape to foreign or whatever their plan is? Instead, they're like, "Oh yeah, let's go like have some sex and get a kid." So
I
dumb.
mean, that couple as a writing character though for those two idiots. So I'm not. It's like the one thing that actually made sense. Like, oh, good, yeah, this makes sense. Like, this is literally something your character would do. So,
Anything else you guys can think of?
Keith, you got anything?
Nah, I agree with everything.
Should we just rate it?
Oh, down, yeah, sure.
That was
All
fast.
right,
Yeah,
I can go. So I think I would rate this like a 4 out of 10. Like five being average. And I didn't like it at all, so I would say 4 out of 10. Other than like the first half, which I thought was passable, like I would rate the first half like a six or something, like five and a half, like six. But the second half was just terrible, man. Second half alone, I would rate like a two. So in the middle, I would say four overall.
I'd give it a three. I like it adds no value. It's fine. Like there's some scenes that made me laugh, but like it's just a waste of time.
Unkeith.
Yeah, I'd go in the middle of you guys. I'd say 3.5. I think it's bad, but the good parts of it still doesn't like go to a 3, you know, but it's not like a good movie in general.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, let's move on to the next one. Um,
The
Let
even
me do
worse one.
this synopsis for this. Okay. This one is called Telusu Kadha. It's about I'm using the actors' names because fuck their names in the movie. It's about Sidhu, who movie starts off, he's like, fuck a woman, I have the worst ex ever, whatever. He starts marrying, he's like a in control, like Sigma male, and he marries a new girl, and they're having issues with her being fertile enough to deliver his kids. He's an orphan, so he wants a family, a kid, wife, house, everything. And so his wife starts taking surrogacy classes and learning more about IVF through his ex, who is now a doctor. And then, from some magical reason that goes beyond all logic, she volunteers to be their surrogate after finding out he is this woman's husband. These two wonderful people keep the truth from her for quite a bit, and then they finally randomly tell her. And then the rest of the movie is Telusu Kadha, and then we find out why they broke up in the first place. Why does she volunteer to carry his kid? What's going on? So once again, based off synopsis, this one actually sounds promising. Unlike Dude, I think there was potential here, but you guys start with what you liked.
Yeah. Very few things that I liked. Again, songs. I think like there's a couple songs in there that I thought were like pretty good. Um, and dude, yeah, that literally that's it. Like if Dude had something there that else that you could like beyond songs, I thought there was absolutely nothing in this movie beyond like two songs that I've liked. Every minute that I was watching it, I thought was terrible. Whether it be the acting, whether it be the storytelling, whether it be the background music, it was just terrible. So I honestly have nothing to say positive other than the two songs. So you guys, if you have any positives, you can go ahead.
I mean, the actresses look good. Um, Sidhu looks like he styled well, and the songs, I agree. I think there's like maybe three, but I liked all three a lot. And I hated the BGM. It was like the type of like Sigma male like BGM you hear, and like there's so many slow-mo shots of him walking for no reason. It's like a like a
It's like
drama.
it was like thriller music for
Yeah,
rom-com.
it was like action music. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like he's not about to go beat someone up. So
Yeah.
I have no pros besides the music too. Like this is just a sorry excuse of a movie. But yeah, music was really good, and
But
he delivered
I do
again.
agree though that they had a good concept, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Like if you were to describe this movie in like a sentence or two, like the synopsis, it's like okay, yeah, that could be something good. But
yeah.
it's just the way they built it out in the screenplay that is so bad. Like they told it in the worst way possible.
Did you see the post on the Tollywood subreddit?
About like what about this movie?
So the script was apparently stolen
Oh,
from
I did
like
see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
yeah,
Like Samantha gave it to the director or something like that.
yeah. So they don't even get credit for this. They literally took the best part of what
Yeah,
was given to them and then just made it bad. So it's not even a novel idea from them. So you can't even give that as a pro to them because they fucked it up. So
yeah,
she's a costume designer and she directed a movie. Who the fuck thought that'd be a good idea?
yeah. She's related to, is she related to the writer, Kona Venkat? That's the same, her daughter, right? His daughter.
Oh,
That
maybe
might,
that would make more sense.
yeah, I think that's why. Otherwise, there's absolutely no way.
Yeah. Let me look that up while Ankit does his pros or whatever.
There are none here for me. Like other than the music, we can just get onto the negatives.
Mm,
Let's see if my
no,
suspicions are
but
correct.
he's a politician, Kona Raghupati
Oh,
something.
dang. So she's not related to that guy at all?
Let me see. Nirja Kona and Kona Venkat. Nirja Kona and Kona Venkat are siblings,
Oh,
so brother and sister.
I did not
Yes.
expect that. He seems a lot older. Like he seems like he's like 60 and she's like 30.
Yeah, she collaborated with him on Badshah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, as if that movie's known for NTR's looks. Anyways, let's
Yeah.
go into cons. Okay,
So the
I can.
main cons,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'll
I'll just say
start.
a few, but
Yeah,
oh,
you go.
or
You
you
go.
can go
Actually,
ahead. No, I go.
no, no. I started for the last one. You guys start.
Okay. Actually, Ankit, you start.
For
Realize.
cons,
Yeah.
where to even start? That's the real question. I think every character in this movie is like just like Dude. I think none of them have brains. But especially Sidhu, I think he's written so poorly in terms of like a main character to somebody who you want to like root for. Like at every turn, he just says something that's like, why would you say that? Like what compelled you? So like I think the writing is just absolute like god awful.
Yeah, no, I think the writing is definitely the worst part of the movie. And Sidhu's character might be the worst character ever written in recent times. Dude, this dude is just a straight up gaslighter. Like he thinks he's super logical and super all-knowing, but straight up he just gaslights. Like I remember like this one situation where I think Rashi was asking him like, why didn't you tell me about you being exes with the other Srinidhi like before? And he straight up was like, oh, like I'm just trying to like protect you or like I don't want to like hurt you and stuff. Like the most bullshit reasoning that one could think of. And you could tell, I mean, it's just crazy how this woman director is the one that came up with situations like that and also made the male characters say shit like that, but doesn't show how it's wrong or like he gets away with saying shit like that. I mean, obviously at the end, one good decision that I'll say that they made was Rashi actually. Wait, does she divorce him? She goes back to him, right? At the end? Like they both give birth to the baby? Yeah, bro. Ridiculous. I mean, just straight up ridiculous. Like if she had actually left him at the end, I would have been like, okay, there's some respect here, like something to show that Sidhu was actually a dick and not a good character. But even that was erased by some bullshit that what is it, like old people that convinced Rashi to stay with him, like some
Yeah, the
bot
Bama.
stuff. Dude, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the most backwards film that has ever released in like 2025, I would say. It's crazy. But yeah,
So,
anyways, that was writing and characters are my biggest negatives. It's like, and that's why you watch movies. Like, why else would you watch? You watch it for the dialogues and the characters, and their relationships and things like that. And all of those sucked, especially in a rom-com or like a drama, romantic drama. That's all you watch for. There's no graphics and there's no action. So if that sucks or it's not even watchable, then what is the point of making a movie? So yeah, I think on a fundamental filmmaking level, this just fails.
it fails. And also, I have I think I've seen interviews and Sidhu himself said that he's heavily involved in the writing of this movie. Um, which makes sense because I honestly like Sidhu did really well with Tilu and Tilu too. But even if you watch Krishna and his Leela, like he has some bullshit like back there's some parts of that movie that don't really make sense to me. But you can tell when he starts to get really involved with writing and it's not just a bullshit comedy where there's no story, things start to go haywire. In this, it's very clear, like estrogen, estrogen dialogue. Like 3 times we hear that in the movie. I think it ends on that fucking dialogue.
It ends
And
on it. Yeah.
yeah, and there's like Vaiva Harsha. Why the fuck are you in this? Gyan is doing dirt. Like he'll be like, oh, you're doing this wrong. He doesn't do shit. He preaches like, oh, like dude, you're off the rails. You don't do anything. You're an enabler, right? And it's just such a stupid movie. Like, I disagree. I don't think every character is stupid. I think Rashi Khanna turns like an idiot in the last 15 seconds or last act, but she like stands her ground in the second half when she finds out she's like, fuck you, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And then like Sreenidhi's whole character makes no sense. She barely gets any screen time. She's not even written well. Um, and it's crazy how they make her out to be the bad guy because she gets an abortion, and she's been very clear from the start. I don't want to be married. It's just time passed for me. Like she is not some like sent from hell woman because she gets an abortion. That's why he's so pissed at the beginning. It's like, bro, what was she supposed to do? Throw her career away, raise your baby? Like she's wrong for that? Like I'm so confused. And then she's like guilt-ridden. Why are you guilt-ridden? Why do you feel guilty at all to bear this guy's kid? It's just so stupid. Um, And yeah, he's such a douchebag, dude. The whole movie, like he's so unlikable. And even the reason the Bama tells him go back is because, oh, he kept both of you guys in a house and took care of you. Like, okay, that's the bare minimum, right? Like, he's your husband. That's the bare minimum a husband should do. It is such a stupid fucking movie. And like you said, I cannot believe a woman was associated with this. And he gets everything at the end. People give Arjun Reddy shit, but holy fuck, dude, Vanga's never come close to bullshit like this.
Yeah. I think this character is like more problematic than Arjun Reddy was.
Oh, way more problematic.
Um, and it's just crazy because no one's really gonna watch this movie anyway because it flopped. And on OTT, it's like very rare that a movie takes off unless it's like really good. So yeah, that no one's gonna really discuss much about it because it's just a shit movie that flopped. But because Arjun Reddy was so big and made so much money and so many eyes are on it, people pointed out, nitpicked like certain areas of it that were problematic. There are problematic stuff in Arjun Reddy also, but this is next level. Like this is like terrible stuff. And it's just crazy how it's coming from a woman director. That's insane to me.
And
Obviously, yeah, like you said, like because Sidhu wrote it, that makes sense because there's no way a woman would like write this with her own mind, like willingly. Uh, but I
at
can't
least
believe
not the
they accepted
estrogen
it.
dialogue.
Yeah. And it's crazy how they use that as like a punch dialogue, like a oh like I'm the shit kind of dialogue, which is so fucking cringe, dude. I see
I
that shit
think,
come up on Reels and like people making fun of it, like memeing
yeah,
it. And dude, even listening to it in memes, I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's
there's
so bad.
there's like a video of like Sidhu doing like expressions during Malika Gandha's song, like in like a blue sweater
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
hallway, and they're like
He's
mortal.
overacting. Yeah.
They were cooking him, and honestly, like, dude, fuck the character, fuck everything. He acted so poorly in this. Like I noticed something. All he did was just tone down his dialogue. Like he'll say everything. He'll just be like, Northam just scored it. Like he'll just speak very lowly and just say a sentence. That is his acting of the character. Like it's like either he's 100% Tillu, like balls off the wall or off the wall energy, or he's just like literally acting like a corpse, saying each line like enunciating slowly. Like that is not acting, dude. And also when you do that, you literally look like a psychopath, and it doesn't help because your character is justified. So it's just stupid shit like that, and like I don't get it. It's such bad acting from him. I genuinely wonder if he's just like only good at these like Tilu type roles because even Krishnan as Leela, I didn't think he was amazing. He just does
Yeah.
that subdued acting,
Yeah.
or exaggerated acting. There has to be a middle ground. And he never once, his character never once gets any flack in the movie. He gets everything back to him. Like he's never like thrown out of the house, or he's never like actually has to suffer the consequences in this movie. He gets away scot-free with everything he does.
The most that happens is Rashi sleeps on the couch, which is
Yeah.
crazy because like in any other movie that you watch, the guy is the one sleeping on the couch. Um, but anyways, yeah, dude, like it's crazy how he gets away with everything that he does in this movie. And honestly, like I'm starting to think that he might just be a one-hit wonder, like one character person, right? He can only do those. like super loud and like jokey characters like Tulu. He can't do other stuff like rom-coms or things like that or action per se. Like I haven't seen Jack, but I've heard like it's really bad. So he can't do stuff like that. And I mean, that's fine. You can cater to what you're good at. Just don't make shit like this. Like you can do another Tilu if you want, or you can make other characters like that are different in their own way. But these genres might not be for him, is what I think, we're coming to see now.
So Jack is also like mostly comedy. There's like some serious motivation in there for him wanting to be a spy, but even that's not taken that seriously. So like Ankit saw it too. He can vouch for it. It's literally just like his Tulu character again. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's worse than this. But you haven't talked much, Ankit. What do you have to say after?
No, I agree with that with all you guys. I think like this movie really has no pros. Like I'd say the first half is better than the second half, but even in the first half, like you have the testosterone, estrogen, then you have Rashi Khanna, like him meeting with Rashi Khanna and not telling about Srinidhi, and like the whole like I just think everything is just bad. Like genuinely, there's nothing else to add. I think it's just like bad from the start to ending.
Dude, also the background music, like I think Thaman did the background music. It's straight up like Anirudh talks about how he has like a recycle bin or like a recycle folder. I think Thaman straight up has like this is not even in the recycling folder, dude. This is probably like shit that he made like 20 years ago and he's like, "All right, I found it somewhere in the hard drive in my like cardboard box. Just take it and use it however you want." They put that shit all over the movie. Like the thriller music makes no sense. And all throughout the first half, especially, there's so many scenes that are dragged on just to make the runtime. And not even like they're written, dragged on as in like when you're editing and you can cut a certain scene at some point where you're supposed to, they just let it go. Like, for example, a person walks too long, or a person like in slow motion gets up out of a chair, like they slow that down. Things like that, just to prolong the runtime and make the 2 hour mark. And that's like a lot of the first half. Like if you actually edited that shit down properly, it would be like 20 minutes or 30 minutes max, not 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, 100%. It literally sounds like, dude, it sounds like OG recycle, right? Like,
Yeah,
um,
good. Like the very first draft of OG.
yeah,
That's what
because
it is.
why are we? There was like a surprise belly party or surprise bridal, or what the fuck is it called when the girl gets pregnant?
Baby shower.
Baby shower? Yeah, surprise baby shower he throws. Why is there like Moss BGM as he's like slowly walking out of the doorway, or why is there Moss BGM as he's closing the car door of the fucking hospital? Like, what are we doing here? Right? Like you people, Tollywood has just forgotten what elevations are. You don't need to elevate for a fucking romantic drama, right? Like, what's the point? Also, your character hasn't done anything sick. He has a job. Okay, there's so many more to scenes. Like, why? Like, why do we care about him talking to his staff? It doesn't ever come back ever, right? Like, I don't give a fuck that he's a chef. It doesn't matter because clearly,
Show that he's like big dick and has a good life and
yeah,
controls all these like people under him and stuff like that.
I guess, but it's just like it's just a joke,
Yeah.
right? Like none of them get any depth. Srinidhi especially just got fucked in this. Like Rashigan at least had some scenes where she's kind of like shocked, but even then, why did you stay with them for so long? Like Indigo, like why didn't you just pack your bags and leave? Like why did you give him the chance to
Yeah.
fuck with you? Like he literally waited till she had a baby so he could trap her. Like at
Hmm.
that moment, I was like, this character's cap, and I never rooted for him in the first place. But after that, after he got an innocent person involved between him and his ego clash between Srinidhi, they justify it at the end. They never once cap him for it. He
Yeah.
never feels regret for it, actually, if you notice in the movie. He just thinks he's right all the time. He doesn't feel a single ounce of regret for fucking Rashikana's life over.
That was the point where he gave the stupid excuse of that like there's only certain information that you need to know and you don't need to know that, so I didn't tell you. And also he was like, yeah, I didn't want to hurt you either, so I didn't want to tell you. Which is so dumb because Srinidhi tells Rashi like a prolonged version, I think. Oh, maybe about the pregnancy or the abortion or whatever. She tells Rashi that behind his back. And then Rashi gets even more pissed and is like, why the fuck did you hide this now? And his reasoning was he yells at Srinidhi first. He's like, why would you do that? I didn't tell her for a reason because I didn't want to hurt her. and it's not your place to tell her something like that happens. And it's just so dumb, dude. It's straight up gaslighting. Like I don't, maybe they don't know what the definition of that is, but it's straight up gaslighting.
No, I mean, Vaiba Harsha or Srini's characters should have told Rashi Khanna. Like they both give Gyan. I'm like, bro, you guys are just as bad. Like, let's
Yeah.
not act like this guy is like the only wrong one in this movie. You
Also,
guys are enablers.
why the fuck is Vibharsh even friends with this guy, dude? Like within 10 minutes of talking to that dude, I'd be like, this guy's cap.
He says he's capped multiple times in the movie, but he's he's his boss or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that scene they had of like them drinking together was one of the worst scenes I've ever seen. That's where he says the estrogen nitrogen dialogue again.
Nitrogen. Yeah. What a joke of a movie, man. I know cinema's objective or subjective. I don't know what the fucking word is. I know it's to each their own, but like, how could you like this movie? How could you actually be like,
Yeah.
I liked Telusu Kadha? I don't know a single person that said that, but
And I remember like they were overacting so the team was overacting so much when the movie came out, like, oh, this movie's gonna change things, it's gonna cause like a lot of discussion and like all that. They probably meant it in a good way, like, oh yeah, we see where the hero's coming from and like whatever shit like that, right? But dude, whether you want to discuss it in any way, there's no material there to discuss. The material itself is stupid, like the content. Arjun Reddy is at least a fun movie to discuss because there's so much content and material that's written so well that you can actually make like a debate or take someone's side or say that in this particular point this person was like not right or whatever. Like there's scope for like discussion even. But in this there's literally no discussion points even within it. Like it's just all cap. There's no good writing at all for any character. And Sidhu just acts like an idiot the whole time. So that's why like initially when you guys asked, like I was like, dang dude, I hated this movie so much that I didn't even want to review it. But anyways, now you know my thoughts.
there's like this could have been such a good movie if he was just a bad character. Like like
Yeah.
like if he was just a psycho and both of them plotted to just leave him and he gets fucked at the end, or he's shown in an evil light, like they set him up as a great character. I think that's their intention, but they ultimately whitewash him. So what was the point of showing us those sketchy scenes? Right? Because I thought it would at least come back to bite him in the ass later, but no, he just gets whitewashed by that fucking Bama. Of course, she thinks he's right because back in the day, like all of them
Yeah.
had just abusive husbands. So she probably is like, "Wow, this guy's just like my husband." Um, but probably
And that
reminded her of
music
like
would have
Dr.
made
Deli.
sense. If it was like
Yeah,
a thriller, it would have actually made sense.
exactly. Like it could have been a story of like a psychopath and these two women who were affected by him. Instead, we
Yeah.
get this whitewashed dude who's somehow selfless, somehow the greatest lover ever, somehow like Srini's like looking at a book at the very end with the kid and then I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Ugh,
It's horrendous.
awful. Just a piece of shit movie with awful characters, awful writing. Someone showed up, did his work. Someone's just showing up lately while no one else is.
Yeah, at least for the songs, he did
Yeah.
something. For background music, he definitely gave his hand. But I hope Sidhu actually saw this feedback that he's getting and all the trolls and actually takes it seriously because, dude, you can't keep making straight dog shit like this. Like, even to call a movie bad or good, there has to be a certain value, like, for it. Like, there has to be a certain content that you saw. Like, Dude, for example, at least it was honest in what it was doing. Like at least there was like content there. There was like a full beginning, middle, end kind of story. Like at least something was there to like us to be like, oh yeah, it's bad or like it's good to make a judgment. Like this movie is so bad on a filmmaking level that it's not even like you can't even. It's like they released draft number five, whereas the movie would be like draft 10 or 15. Like that's the version that we saw.
Yeah.
So like, to me, it's just very low effort, no effort.
Yeah. Dude's cringe. It's really cringe, but you could tell there was some semblance of an idea. People gave performances, their characters, like Mamita being stupid, fine. You could just blame that on her dad being like, kind of like spoiling her, pampering her, but you can't say anything about these people. These are successful adults in their professions too, mind you. So that was like a next level of bad compared to Dude. and its concept is wrong. Like its philosophy is genuinely wrong. At least in Dude, Pradeep doesn't get the girl. He doesn't get the cousin. Like fine, he gets rewarded some other way, but his selflessness pays off, and he's actually a good dude. He's a cringe guy, but he's actually a good guy overall.
Yeah.
Here, the like our main character is just not a good dude, and he's just
Yeah.
not someone I root for.
Yeah. Yeah. No, if the second half they actually play towards that and made him a bad person, like straight up in your face, like I'm bad, I would have actually had so much respect for the movie and so much respect for Sidhu for doing that. Like, that would have been hype.
Can you imagine Chinmay watching this movie? He'd probably be
Or
shook.
Rahul Ravindran, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch The Girlfriend, but it seems like the probably like from what I've heard, it seems like the antithesis of whatever this shit is, like
Yeah.
message wise. So,
Yeah. No, I saw it. I saw it
oh, you saw it. Oh.
on the TV. But yeah, it was yeah, definitely the opposite, but it was also not like anything crazy, I would say.
We just talked for a bit. Unky, did you have anything or you're speechless?
No, I mean, I was beyond shocked. Like, it just felt like, cause it's not too long of a movie, but it feels like a challenge to watch. Like it challenged you every 5 seconds. And I'm like, the real like war was between me and like my phone not trying to watch, like not trying to like scroll on something.
Yeah. Every scene we literally were like we said, like we watched as a group. We literally said what the fuck out loud multiple times. Just because we were like, are we serious right now? Like, are we glorifying this? And surprise, surprise, they were. They were glorifying things that shouldn't be. And it was just like an awful movie. Awful movie.
Yeah. All right, should we rate it?
Yeah.
Ankit, you can go first.
I don't know. I'd give it like a like two or something. Like all the points before. I don't know, music maybe like the fact that there's a few. I don't know. I just give it like a two 1.5. That
Yeah, I give it a one just because of the two songs that I've listened to that I liked. That was it. Nothing else from the movie was good. So yeah, just for those two songs or three songs, whatever they had, I would give it a one.
I give this movie a zero. Like, like just straight up zero. I don't think we've been reviewing movies for years now. I don't think I've ever given something a zero. And like this is like Agent was a really bad movie. Like Radhe Shyam was a really bad movie, but at least the main characters, at least there was something there going for the writing, for the people, something. There is nothing about this movie that's good. The music, I don't even want to credit that because like Taman, like whatever, fine, point 0.5. Like Taman's the only dude that showed up, but this
Mhm.
is just shit. Like they're pure shit. It's a
Honestly,
zero.
waste of songs. They could have,
Yeah,
someone could have sold those songs to like some other movie that was at least a 5 out of 10 compared to a 1 out of 10, right?
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, like what do you call it? I was gonna say, yeah, those movies that you brought up, like Agent, Liger and stuff, at least they're fun to like make fun
yeah,
of. Like
yeah,
especially if you watch in a group, like you're not it's a fun time, low key. Like we all saw Liger together. Like it was pretty fun.
yeah,
Holy shit, we all knew that obviously.
yeah.
But this movie, dude, even if you do watch together, you're just so bored. Like it's just you're more like shocked at like why are we even watching this? More than like, oh, it's fun. It's not even fun to cook it. Like that's the worst part.
Yeah. It's not. It's just sad a movie like this was made. But luckily, I'm so happy Tollywood flopped it. Like I'm so proud of our audience for saying no. Like absolutely not. Get this shit out of here.
Yeah.
Um, I know they don't always do that, so it's good to know that like and Sidhu, all the tier twos seem like they're on it chronically online guys. They're well aware of like the memes. They're like not that much older than us. Um or I mean like I guess they are, but like 10-ish years, but like you know what I mean? Like they keep up with trends and
Yeah.
like the older heroes. So he's definitely seen it. There's no
Yeah.
way he hasn't. And I hope he improves, but badass based off the stills don't doesn't look like it would be much of an improvement. So maybe after that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. If you made it this far, we hope you did. But if you made it this far, thank you. And we'll definitely review more movies coming up. Not sure if there's anything else by the end of the year that we can review, especially in theaters. I don't think there's anything by the end of the year. So worst case, we'll see you again for the Sankranti movies that come out in January. But until then, Thanks for listening.
Yep. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time.